let's review the personal business letter format and the different parts. We will identify as I go through. I'm going to check my margins. I'll go to File, Page Setup. Remember, we can leave everything at 1. We don't need a 2-inch top margin because we're not a business or a company and we don't need the room for letterhead. So we'll leave it all at 1. I will change my font to Times New Roman 12 point because that is a standard. And I'm going to check my spacing and leave it all at single spacing right now. So if it's a 1.15, I'll change it to single. The first thing that you are going to type would be your return address. So let's say that I live here, 830 Old Clairton Road. Jefferson Hills, PA, 15025, and today's date is March 8th, 2021. Now I can strike the enter key, a quadruple space, which is 4 enters, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the inside address. So I'm going to make this to Mr. Murphy. Let's say that his school address is 856 Old Clairton Road. Now I'm going to hit the enter key twice. 1, 2, that's a double space, and on that second line is where I will put my salutation, Dear Mr. Murphy. Colon. Now if I didn't know who I was writing to, this line could say to whom this may concern. It could even say Dear Sir or Madam. Strike enter key twice, and then I'm going to put in the body of my business letter. So I'll go ahead and put the body in. Notice the body is single space with a double space in between. So I'm not going to strike enter because I've already done that, but I'm just going to hit the down arrow. That would be like me striking enter once, twice, and this is where I would start typing my second paragraph. Now, if I only have 2 paragraphs, then I'll strike enter once, twice, and I will end it with a closing like sincerely, comma, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I would put my name down here. Remember, this is your signature area. This is the writer's ID. When I hit enter once, twice, I could potentially have one of the 2 words, enclosure or attachment. So if I would be just laying something in the envelope with my letter, I would use enclosure. If I would staple something to this letter, it would be attachment. So I'm just going to pretend that I have an attachment. So let's go through this. 830 Old Clairton Road. This address here is called the return address. This here is called the date. This is your inside address. This is the salutation. This is the body. This is the closing. This is the signature area. This is the writer's ID. And this is the enclosure or attachment notation.